You see, what Fannie Lewis did was give Donald Trump exactly what he wanted. You gave him the reasonable doubt. Shouts out to everybody here on One Crack News, everyone who follows One Crack News. Thank you guys, because you know you're going to get the truth here. You're not going to get anything sugar coated. You're only going to get the truth. Now, here's the truth and the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that she has provided everything that Trump would want. She has provided it. All you needed, she's not on trial. Let that be known here. She's not on trial for any criminal acts. Donald Trump is on trial and his defendants, his co-defendants, they're on trial for trying to rig an election in 2020. Now, that has gone away, and this hearing has turned into the trial of Fani Willis. Now, as we know, the Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis, she had charged Donald Trump with 13 felonies and said he was part of a large conspiracy to undermine the 2020 presidential election results. Now, Joe Biden won the state, but now what she's been accused of is conflict of interest with Nathan, what's his name? Nathan Wade, okay. Keep forgetting about him. And now, herself has become the biggest the plot piece that they needed to exploit, put on television, every media outlet, and she has to discuss her personal business, what she ate, how much money she got, where she flew, all of these things, what they called a baseless character assassination. But how is it a character assassination when you're actually banging the guy who is the special counsel in the case involving Donald Trump? And it would have been kept a secret had his divorce proceeding went a certain way without your interference. And because of that, this law team sniffed and found it out. And then they went digging. And now they use this to try to get Trump a new trial. Because by this being dismissed, it doesn't disqualify Fani Willis. It disqualified the entire office. The DNC, there's a lot riding on this. So if they feel it's a conflict of interest for her to prosecute this case or their office, then the DNC has, they have taken a massive blow, because Willis has already acknowledged that he had personal relationship. Like, she acknowledged she had a personal relationship with Nathan Wade. So the special counsel she appointed to the case involving Trump, she argued that their relationship doesn't give rise to a legal conflict of interest, which everyone can tell surely does, but you giving them the reasonable doubt. So you've already lost, no matter if they go ahead and side with you or not. This has already been tainted. You've already gave them the reasonable doubt that they were looking for, the smoking gun, for them to say your office should be disqualified. So if you can proceed, if they proceed with this, and they go on when they pointed out all of this circumstantial evidence that could lead to people to suggest they were screwing around. And in my personal opinion, they were screwing around. Now, they were saying we weren't doing that before this trial started. I think they were, in my opinion. That's just me being a black man, looking at a black man and a black woman in that situation, knowing how Mr. Wade is, and what's going on with him. And look at old Fani Willis being enamored with him, being her teacher, being the guy giving her advice and leading her on, leading her, down the road. He advises her, and she would call him for advice. She was attracted to him, and she wanted that soul pole, and she got it. So now, here they are. Now, if that office is disqualified, do you understand what's going to happen? So, even if they're disqualified or not, right? Let's say her office is allowed to continue prosecuting the case. The damage is done. The public perception of the case is already done. Like, the public has already said, like, pretty much, we don't believe her. So her credibility is rocked. How can you have a case and you're going to pursue a case in which no one believes the district attorney whatsoever? They believe she lied on the stand. They believe now she's taking gifts. So now they believe, oh, she could take bribes. Thursday's hearing took all the attention away from the egregious and perhaps illegal actions of Trump trying to hold on to power. That's a problem, because the case that Willis has basically persuaded to the jury to bring against Trump accuses him and about 19, 20 people of conspiring together to rob Georgia and all that stuff, of the presidency of the United States. See, the indictment accuses Trump and his defendants of trying to take the election results in Georgia, what they call that, the electoral college votes, away from Biden. We got to get those votes away from Biden. But the more they talk in and out of court, and whether Willis has had financial conflicts of interest and all of this, the stronger the argument will be that Willis is unfairly out to get him. And we all know Trump has argued for years that he's the victim. So now he can look like, see, this is the smoking gun. Look at how they do your boy Don. You see, he won't care if it's fair or not. This hearing and everything that's been conducted from Exhibit A and Exhibit B and all that, the criminal case, no one cares. They're thinking about the personal motives, not the actions that was took to undermine the president of the United States electional process and however that goes. See, if Willis' office are disqualified, Trump still could be prosecuted. However, y'all don't understand this. Bringing in prosecutors from another jurisdiction to prosecute the case could enough delay Trump to run for office. Okay? That could be the delay to push to the beginning of the trial, which would be past the election date. That's exactly what Trump wants. So if he wins in the November election, then he will argue he can't be subject to a state criminal prosecution because it will interfere with his ability to function as commander-in-chief of the United States of America. Watch, people. Watch. You have to understand, this is high-speed chess. You have to see the moves 18,000 steps before they all happen. I've already know where this move is going. So everything rests within the next 2 weeks. If that office is disqualified, you might as well don't even prosecute. Because it's over. It's all over. But even if you do, Trump's already won. The damage is done. He He will appeal. He'll probably win the appeals and everything else. They just want to keep him out of office. They don't want him ever to be in the White House again. That's what this is all about. So let's not forget that. Now, we have to focus now. Everybody's talking about did they sleep together and all that. I could care less. All right, to see two 50-year-old people laying up is not what I want to see or hear about. I do not want to know what two 50-year-olds do in the sack. It is not looking pleasant to me whatsoever. So, anyway, I don't want to take up all y'all time. I just wanted to give y'all the gist of what's happening out here in the world with Trump versus Fani. You know, this has turned into a battle royale WWE style matchup. But this next 2 weeks is going to detail all of it. Because if that office is disqualified, Trump will be able to run for president of the United States of America. And people will be mad. This whole thing hinges on this one decision. So, shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Ticket TV, welcome to HDII TV, Armando Black TV, Dreamers Pro, The Star Report, Carcino for Life, and don't forget to go to the Patreon tonight. It's popping!